Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Roundtable discussion on Republic TV. I am your host, Gabriel Nanakosi-Oche. This week, we'll delve into the dailies as usual. We'll speak further into the Galamsey issues and many other things that are trending. We have the campaigner. On the front page of the campaigner, the flag bearer is MPP dismisses Abronye Wuntumi claims, insists no one controls polling stations' albums. U.S. reverses visa restriction on Ghana. In the brief, the front page states, Brian shakes the Eastern region. Constituency tours ignite grassroots energy. For the Daily Guide, it has on the front page, no one has monopoly over album compilation, NPP. Mampontin chief sues Prophet Roger over doom prophecy. On the front page of The Source, Galamsey forcing Ghana to import water, Senor Husi. Also on the front page of the Metrolens, it says, Ghana imports drinking water because of Galamsey, Senor Husi. Brian turned the Eastern region upside down. The dailies this very day is telling us exactly what many Ghanaians have been complaining about, Galamsey and its issues. Galamsey is not going down anytime soon because it seems we have a government that says one thing with the left side of its mouth and another with the right side of its mouth. Today, we have Kwame Atto, who in 2023 was famous for seizing military weapons and weapons from the police in the Western region, fighting them so he will get access into forest reserves and into illegal lands to mine. This guy has been a gang and leader, a kingpin of Galamsey in his home region. He was arrested in 2023. He actually beat his uncle, who actually led the investigation to find him. Today, Atto is still on rampage, destroying lands and leading gangs. What is happening with Atto today? Today, Atto has been beaten and attacked and in the hospital being taken care of with the taxpayers' money, because another gang has risen in the same area. What does that tell you? Today, Galamseyers are not fighting the police. They are fighting rivals in the same area. Who is feeding these people? Who is supplying them with the weapon? Who is supplying them with the machinery? Who is aiding them? Who is giving them the money to go about doing these things? Is it the case that when Mustafa Bande was saying that is that what is going on? Is it the case that when Hannah Bisu claimed that she had seized over 100 excavators, it was released back to these people? So maybe it is the people in the party who are sponsoring these things. Is it the case that party machinery, people leading the party of the NDC, the ruling party, the party in power, are able to go to offices manned by state apparatuses like the Forest Commission, shut their offices because they are not allowing their people to do illegal mining? Is it the case that all the things that they say on TV here in Accra are just lies, playing with our mind, a con artistry move to lie to Ghanaians that they do care about us? Today we have Senor Husi, who, like me, I would say, has been vocal and maintained the pace at which he goes on the Galamsey issue day in, day out. He has spoken hard against the government every day, even during the period of Akufo-Addo, concerning Galamsey. Galamsey has been a canker that we are playing with. We are playing with Galamsey. Today, Senor Husi is complaining about we importing water because of how bad our waters are. Today, when you get to the Tano River, where it shares boundary with Ivory Coast, we are drawing deeper into Ivory Coast, destroying the waters in our neighboring country, and very soon we'll have an international case concerning waters that are being destroyed through Ghanaian activities on Ghanaian soil. Are we waiting for Ivory Coast to take us to the international court? Are we waiting for it to get to the extent that Ivorians are dying and they will walk into our country with arms to fight our men because our state has refused to do its work? Today we have gold. Tomorrow we are drinking poisoned water. Today we have gold. Tomorrow we are eating poison crops. Today we are stabilizing the city. Tomorrow we are having mass burial of people who died from drinking poison waters. Today we have dollars coming to our country. Tomorrow we are giving birth to kids without nose, without limbs. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, I will plead with you, just like so many Ghanaians are saying from their homes, just like pastors are saying on the pulpits, just like the Catholic Bishop Conferences are saying, just like the Pentecostal churches are saying, just like the Chief Imam, so many other people are saying, just like businessmen, women, farmers, the elderly, the young, men and women are all saying here in this country. We plead with you. Let your yes be yes. If not for anything at all, just for once. Just for once. Ghanaians do not trust you, but for once, give us a reason to believe in you. His Excellency, Galamsey is destroying our lands. Not long ago, Gridco was complaining that their transmission towers will definitely fall soon because illegal miners are mining close to it. Ghana Water is shutting down plants. Crops that we were eating are now being destroyed. Cocoa farms are now being converted to illegal mining sites. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Mr. Kofi Boa, Minister for Lands, we heard you loud and clearly when you called Akufo-Addo the names that you called him during his last visit to the parliament. Please, you have that role today to play and prove to us that you are better off and you are a better leader. I speak from a place of hurt and a place of pain. The number of people who die in Galamsey sites are not reported enough because most of the people who mine in Galamsey sites do not come from the communities where they mine. So you don't hear the news. Very soon, I'll be inviting ex-Galamseyers to this studio to share with us painful and sad things that are happening. From illegal ammunitions that they have, drugs is the next thing. Diseases that will kill people because of the abuse of drugs just to satisfy a few rich men in this country needs to end. It really needs to end. So we have cited a letter by the General Secretary of the opposition New Patriotic Party. And I would like viewers to have a read on their screens as well. The letter was written on 28th of September, 2025. It says, the national leadership of the New Patriotic Party urges the public and its stakeholders to disregard recent public pronouncements by the Ashanti Regional Chairman, Mr. Bernard Entry-Busiako, and the Bono Regional Chairman, Mr. Kwame Bafo, popularly known as Abronia DC, as their statements do not represent the ideals and practices of the party. It goes on to further say that for the avoidance of doubt, the compilation of police station albums strictly adheres to established compliance procedures. The National Secretariat will, at the appropriate time, issue clear and transparent guidelines, protocols, and procedures designed to safeguard integrity, credibility, and fairness at every stage of the process. In addition, it says, in a related matter, Mr. Bernard Entry-Busiako has been heard alleging that the decision to hold the party's presidential primaries on January 31st, 2026 was calculated to favor a particular aspirant. The party affirms that this assertion is unfounded. The National Council exhaustively deliberated and took the decision in the party's supreme and strategic interest. Given the caliber of the members of the National Council, no individual can manipulate or influence the decision in his or her favor. It says the party remains resolute, committed to upholding transparency, fairness, and internal democracy in all of its process. Leadership will continue to ensure that every stage of our electoral activities reflects the highest standards of integrity and credibility. Thank you. Not signed, but by Justin Kodia. the general secretary. You see, when it was time for forms to be picked up, our senior in the party, Nana Adenimo, left the race because he believed that we were skewing things in favor of one, and hence he was not going to waste his money to pick up forms and compete when everything showed that we were skewing things in favor of one. I believe that this letter is just damage control letter. These people, these two people especially, who have been named in this document, are the main reasons we have the problems we are facing today in the New Patriotic Party. A lot of people had a particular candidate imposed on them. And I'm beginning to believe that out of fear, that these people no longer have that fear for that imposition they gave them in 2023, has led to them being nervous, losing their cool, losing their tact, and now they are just talking anyhow. Because a lot of the things that they have done are too much for them to hide, and now they have to start talking. Now they have to start talking because they can't keep it to themselves any longer. They have seen what is happening on the ground. Since Honorable Kennedy Japan, Dr. Brian Echampon gave their campaign dates and went on the ground, they have realized that the ground is not as solid as it was for them in 2023. Now there's a fair ground and everybody is listening to who they should actually vote for. They are listening to people who have solutions for the party. They are listening to people who care about the party's image when we are in power, and not only when we are seeking power from opposition. They are listening to people who have a plan to make the party self-sufficient, sustainable, the party to groom its grassroots, supports its members of TESCON, supports its national youth wing, supports the women wing, develop people, give them an opportunity, self-sufficient, so they will not come and be begging for money to support a candidate. So now they are jittery. Now they can't keep things to themselves. Now they are talking, they are loose. This is what on the street we call loose talk. This is loose talk because these people have had the chance to do things on their own without scrutiny and without following principles and guidelines of the New Patriotic Party, the party of our forefathers, the party of Edubuahin, the party that chiefs and kings vehemently showed support for in public without fear. Today, people like Abroni have been given positions. And what do they do with the position? All they do is to go around instilling fear in people and saying, if you do not toe the line we're asking you to toe, you will suffer for it. Listen, delegates, Monkancho must say, MFAB. They will not show you who to vote for, and they cannot skew things in their favor. My only problem with the party is, if they really mean good, sanctioning and suspending these two from being part of anything else with regards to the election coming up in 2026 January will be the way forward. It will bring trust. It will take away disaffection. It will take away confusion and bring some form of peace and unity in the party. It will give an assurance to the people in the party. It will make them know that indeed the party has structures and it works. The NEC has these people as part of it. And if they say that they have done it before and they can do it again, then yes, they can indeed do it again. Give us that assurance. Dr. Brian Echampon has started his campaign. He promised he was going to start on 24th September, and he did. Ever since he got on the grounds, we are seeing the confusion in other camps. The confusion in other camps because, yes, there are men in top positions in our party who have declared support for one person. And today, he going on the ground, especially what he has done in the Eastern region currently. You know what he has done in the Eastern region? In the Eastern region, he's gone there to ask simple things. We want the party united. We don't want people to be coerced to work for somebody they don't truly want to work with. We want to bring the base and help people in the party so they can work for the party out of goodwill and out of love. He has gone there to assure that, listen, the unity he is trying to bring into the party, the galvanizing of the grassroots, the bringing together of the rich and the poor in the party so they all come back to make the MPP tradition, for which reason the party was loved in all regions, to come back. He's saying that it will not only end in him becoming flag bearer, but it will lead to development and the growth of Ghana at large when he becomes president. So now these things that Dr. Brian Achampon is saying are the core things party faithful want to hear. They want to hear a man who is ready to lead, who is ready to serve, a man who is not imposing or being imposed on them by leaders, people that have been elected into positions in the party. They are saying that they are the grassroots and they will choose who they want to vote for, not who they have elected into position would force or impose anybody on them. Many have spoken about their MPs coming together to say, listen, we are for one candidate, and for that reason, our members or people in our constituency would work for you. They are saying that in the Eastern region, the 20,000 delegates in the Eastern region are saying and responding to Dr. Brian Achampon and saying one thing: we know you. We know what you have done in your constituency and in our constituency. When they say our constituencies, they are talking about the over 25 other constituencies in the Eastern region that voted or have seats in parliament. They know the effort Dr. Brian Achampon put into helping their MPs to be in parliament. They know exactly who Dr. Brian Achampon is from his works in the days of President Agyekum Kufuor in Suhum to his own constituency he is in currently. This is a man who believes in the ideals and the ideologies of the New Patriotic Party. He is not a beneficiary of a situation. No, he has worked his way from the grassroots to the top. He was not handpicked by someone else. He has worked his way through the hearts of the people. The people know him and they've come to love him. They've come to find out who he has been and why he has been silent about it all this while. The good he has done for the party, the support he has supported the party. And they are wondering, where was he in 2024? Why didn't he go for the flag bearer race in 2023? So today they are saying that if he has shown himself up for the service and ready for the task, listening to him, they want to work with him. Is this the reason why we have party chairmen fidgeting, scared, shaking, and now bragging and saying, nobody should worry at all. We will control things. We have the numbers because we control the album. Listen, we in Brian Achampon, with Brian Achampon, we the supporters of Brian Achampon, and I believe Dr. Brian Achampon himself sees all your work as a joke. It shall not surface and it will not work, because even the delegates that you have drawn into the album know that you're only imposing a candidate who will not win the election in 2028. So they will not make that mistake. They will not fall for it, and it will not work. But let's focus on Dr. Brian Achampon. What is Dr. Brian Achampon saying? He's saying, look at the backyard of everybody who is contesting against me and see what they have done there. And compared to me, what I have done in my backyard. When I become president of Ghana, the whole of Ghana becomes my backyard. What I have done in my constituency, the little I have done in other constituencies, I would make sure I do same for every single constituency, because as president of Ghana, I am head of all constituencies. He says, what I have done for candidates and people who have gone for positions in the Eastern region, when I am flag bearer, I will do same for everybody who is going for a position across Ghana. That's what leadership is. That is what leadership is about. Leadership is not when you pay a few people to impose you on everybody. No, Dr. Brian Achampon is not interested in that. And if for that reason, he will not get the love and the support of people at the top. Remember, the New Patriotic Party It's for the grassroots. It's for the base. It's for people like me. So we, the grassroots of the party, members of TESCON, the youth wing, the women's wing, we, delegates of New Patriotic Party, are looking for somebody who we believe understands the ideologies of the New Patriotic Party, will not take advantage of us and forcibly want us to make him president. It will not happen. We are looking for somebody who can actually not only become flag bearer, but can win the elections in 2028. Because the elections in 2028, we have 1.7 million people who were angry that did not vote. I can tell you, they did not, because they did not like the flag bearer. We have so many people who did not trust the flag bearer and also chose to vote for the NDC. We want to bring them all back home. We want to bring them back to the center-right party, the New Patriotic Party, the party that preaches development in freedom. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for staying with me. I was your host, Gabriel Anakwesi-Ochi. This was the Roundtable discussion on Republic TV. Bye-bye.